ow. I said, ow. There it is.
There it is.
We love rare grooves. Welcome in the hemisphere, all our listening audience from coast to coast. You got us Monday night on We Love Rare Grooves. I'm here with DJ Deveaux.
What's up, brother? How you doing, C-Mo?
Hey, man, I'm in the house with the Greg, New York.
Brooklyn.
What's going on, man?
Brooklyn. Yeah, we got some James Brown.
So this is first Mondays now, right?
Funky Mondays.
So we done had the Funkify, groovy, groovelistic,
Right.
funky Monday.
That's it.
Y'all done got me into that because, I'm used to the old school, give me the ballad, slow it up. But hey, I'm glad you all are joining us tonight on We Love Rare Grooves here on www.rmconair.com. We are streaming live from the studios of Los Angeles, California. Hey, call us up because you're going to want to call us up tonight because we have a legendary guest joining us. 323-965-1600. Is that correct, young whippersnapper Chris? Hey, without further ado, let me introduce this young man here that we will have joining us, that's bringing us great history. You've seen him all over screens, from TV screens to movie screens to our washing screen. Does that make sense? I got to say something offbeat, but we have the legendary, only person that I would say defying the odds, man. He has advanced in success career that spanned 4 decades. Can you believe that? 4 decades, man. This is a legendary African-American film writer. We're going to use this word a lot tonight. For him in cinema, the Godfather.
That's right.
And the founder and CEO of Duke Media. None other than Mr. Bill Duke. Can we get the hand claps and welcome Mr. Bill Duke to the show? Thank you for joining us, Bill. I'm sure I got you here on a little card bet, but we ain't going to tell anybody. We'll get back to that.
This is one of my Bidwood students, and so he likes to hate, but he knows who teaches.
All righty there. All righty. We're going to get into that a little bit more on the show. But, hey, welcome tonight to We Love Rare Grooves. This is special to us. What's going on in the industry, and I think we love to hear your comments on how music, especially when we say rare grooves, how it blends in with the talent of cinema, keeping these artists relevant, because that's what we do. We want to go back, make people reminisce and relevant, and just give them some history and information on the music. We call our version here unsang. We're unsang.
Not unsung. Unsang.
Yeah, unsang. We'll use a little bit of here, a little bit of there to gain our information. But just like tonight, we're gonna bring you some funky artists that you hopefully you heard of, Bill. We can write deep into the vault. You got the vault, the crypt there, Chris, for us. There you go. We gotta dig deep into that vault. But when we're gonna do that, we're gonna talk about the legendary. The other Godfather, that's why we had Bill on tonight, because we got both Godfathers. We got the Godfather of cinema, and in the background you hear the Godfather of soul. And that's a release that we found that was remixed, that we did our homework on. So what we're going to do from the film this week, did you get a chance to see it?
Yes, I did.
You did? Greg, did you get a chance to see it?
I seen it.
I had a bootleg copy, didn't come out too clear, so I'm going to go pay for the movie tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. I got to leave that Shantae Alley alone, man. I couldn't get there real quick. Had a lot going on this weekend. Okay, so with that being said, do we go into this nice remix of Mr. James, the Godfather himself, and then we come back and talk about the movies. We're going to talk about the career of Mr. Duke, and then we're going to talk about what's currently happening as he will give us the great information from his perspective. So right now, as you know, we love Rare Grooves. You love us. Hit us on Facebook. Tell us what you like to hear.
Give it up.
Like to hear.
Give it up.
Well, we getting ready to funk it up right now. DJ Devoux, what you got in store, man? Every Monday we waiting for it like Christmas. Come on.
Here we go.
Come on.
Static, which was his last top 10 record in his career, we were kind of a little scared because people were saying, yo man, you know, Mr. James Brown, he's a tyrant, man. He's mean in the studio and all of this stuff. So I'm like, damn, man, we can't really work with him in a couple of weeks. We just call somebody that worked with him. So I made a phone call to Dan Hartman, got his number. Dan Hartman did Living in America with James Brown. And I was on the phone with Dan Hartman, and Dan Hartman had his own disco hits like Instant Replay and all that stuff. And I said, Dan, hi, it's Go Lake Luke from Full Force. We're getting ready to work with James Brown. Could you give me some tips? I hear he's bad to work with in the studio. He's our hero. What do we do? He said, well, first of all, you don't call him James Brown. Don't call him James Brown. Don't call him that to his face. If you do that, it's very disrespectful, and he's going to take about a good 2 hours explaining you why you don't call him James Brown. So we knew from then we had to call him Mr. Brown. And then he said, oh, and another thing, his wife is in the studio. Don't look at his wife. I said, oh, okay. Just don't look at her. I said, don't look at her. He said, yeah, because one time we was in the studio and all of a sudden he just stopped the session. He said, hey, Dan, so you look at my wife? Why you look at my wife? No, Mr. Brown, I wasn't looking at your wife. No, Dan, I saw you. Mr. Brown, I wasn't looking at your wife. And then he said, so Luke, listen, I'm gay, right? And I mean, why am I going to be looking at his wife? In my mind, I'm like,
Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? Ain't so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I'll call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? That jam sure getting down. Look at him. Ah. We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you higher. All right. You wanna do it again? You wanna do it again, huh? Yeah, let's go on with that. We gotta take you higher. Hey, brother. Now I want everybody. Let Fred blow about 2 choruses. And then I want to wave you in. Let's go and do that. We did this now. All right. I'm gonna get that fella with the little horn over there. You got James horns on me. Fred, can you take us higher? Take us higher. Fred! 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 Get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, wait a minute, shake your arm, then use your palm. Stay on the scene like a sex machine. See, just dancing, you got to have the feeling. Sure the bone, get it, come on, right on, right on. Right on, 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 right on. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Wait a minute, feel it. You got to get sex machine. That's the dance. Feel it. You got to get the give me fever and a cold sweat. The way I like it, that's the way it is. I got mine, diggity. Don't worry about his. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up. But I think I'll take him to the bridge. 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 All right, if I take him, Joe. Yeah. Take him to the bridge. Yeah. One time. Bam! Ha. Like a love machine. Yeah. Stay on the scene. Ha. Like a love machine. Can I go back? What you doing in my dance, man? I see you feeling my dance. Can I go back? Yeah! Hit there! Get on up! Get on up! Get up! Get on up! Stay on the scene! Get on up! Like a sex machine! Get on up! A little bit of west! Get on up! A little bit of west! Get on up! Take it to West Montgomery! Get on up! A little bit of west! Get on up! Come on! Hit me! Get on up! A little bit of west! Get on up! Get it! Get on up! Get it! Get on up! Get on up! Come on! I said the hitman! Get on up! Come on! I said the hitman! Get on up! Come on! I said the hitman! Get on up! Yeah! Get on up! Come on! Get on of the evening. Get on up, yeah. Get on up. Shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. Body bird. Body bird. Can I hit it and quit? Can I hit it and quit? Let me hit it and quit.
Can I hit it and quit? Can I hit it and quit? Go! Man. That was Funky Fried Mondays.
Yes.
With the Godfather himself. From one Godfather to another tonight. We are in heaven. Yes, sir, Mr. Duke. What you think about that little sequence there?
I love James Brown. It's a great mix.
Man, that's incredible. Incredible, man. And they had to do a film biopic of him this weekend, man. You guys got to see the film. But before we go into that, we had some great songs. Just sometimes people don't know what the songs are. They text us. They hit us on Facebook. So you interlude with Give It Up and Turn It Loose on a Jungle remix.
Remix, yeah. That released in 1972-73. We used to party at that bad boy back in Brooklyn. That was on a 12-inch. It was never released until, I believe, 96 when they did a compilation. You had to have the record pool and Give It Up, Turn It Loose. Whew.
Man, timeless. And then we played, people don't know, that was his last top 10 when he did that with Full Force. Static. You know.
Don't start none, won't be none.
I still got that 12-inch.
You still got that 12-inch?
Still got that 12.
Profile Records.
Sir.
And as they said, call him Mr. Brown. Isn't that right, Mr. Duke?
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, out of that respect.
Well deserved.
And then we went into a couple of more mixes that, I mean, Don't Tell It bonus beat. I don't know what year that was. We just went into the vault and got that up. Stone to the Bone, the B-side, as we do here on We Love Rare Grooves. We're going to give you that B-side. And going to have it a funky good time. And, hey, man, James, that's where the young cats' music, sampling it,
all
left
that,
and right, you know. Just
the hip-hop industry was built on James Brown. They took really pretty much all of his music.
Right.
When there were no sampling laws.
And the irony of all this with the movie and tying music in the cinema, but you've seen it, Greg. I mean, it's interesting, Mr. Duke, that they will have a film like this and it's portrayed by the directors. I mean, it's an article out there that says like the whitewash of James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And how is it that these things are still occurring? And what I feel they miss is the soul of being able to put in it. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, my honest thoughts are that the positive things that I see, and I hope that they're going to be lasting, because you and I talked about this. The beautiful Lupita, who now is on, covers of magazines and has a shining career. My hope is that she is able to be the beginning of something that's sustaining and not just sometime every few years type of occurrence. And I do hope that there are more black directors, producers, and writers that are involved in the telling of the stories of their culture. It does not say that peoples of other cultures cannot tell black stories, but black directors are limited to their skin color in terms of telling stories. So hopefully, not only will there be a freedom that comes in terms of us telling our own stories, but being allowed to tell the stories of other cultures also.
Is that something that you see in the future? What could we do? Is it anything we can do within ourselves differently to bring it out? I mean, you have studios now like Tyler Perry that has everything all at one hand. Do we need to have that, the total ownership of everything?
Well, I think that we, as a culture, have to be more aware of supporting young writers and directors and artists that may not have the fame, but they have a message. I call it edutainment. I mean, they can entertain at the same time, give you something to think about in their work. And so my hope and prayer is that there will eventually be a time where they'll be supported by our community.
Well, I mean, you got over 30 to 40 years of film credits in the industry, from writing, producing, directing, and even acting. Tell us, what is one of the most things that you're most proud of that you have accomplished or seen in this time?
In terms of my work?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you know, it's hard because I like the films that I've directed. I mean, I think I'm really in more of my directing envelope than anything else. And
Okay.
it's hard because my godson is here. He's a director too, and so my friend Jane, she's a director and producer too. And
Okay.
they can all tell you that no matter what somebody else says about it, when you see it on that screen, you always know you could have done it better.
Okay.
Because if you're a serious artist, you're a perfectionist.
Yes.
Like the people on this show, you just don't want it to be good. You want it to be the best. And that's the standard. It's not what somebody else thinks about it. It's you know that you can make it better.
You never finish. You just got to let it go.
You got to let it go. You never finish
Exactly.
it. Because when you see it in the theater, for
Right.
example, you know you could have done that better. And
Right,
everybody's
right.
saying, you got an award for it. Yeah, I appreciate that, but I know I could have done that better.
Take number 67, you know.
Amen, you know.
Exactly.
That is so true. Because, I mean, whatever you do, you see it and you like, I could have did it differently. But it's great to get the accolades, but you always know what you can work and make it better.
Yeah.
Well, this is We Love Rare Grooves, streaming live on www.rmconair.com. Please call us at 323-965-1600 as we continue the show with the music, along with the legend, there, Mr. Bill Duke here. Also, we're getting into just, it was a weekend of the Godfather Soul movie that dropped, so that's why tonight, what other better way we can do our funky-fied Mondays here on First Mondays on We Love Rare Grooves. As we continue on with the show, grabbing some of this, some things I know you've seen a lot, but we're going to probably bring it back to the head here and even sample some of the songs from a couple of shows that you directed and you acted. And we're going to continue with we got some funky tunes in this next 60 minutes. So stay with us. We're going to play some things you may have heard, or like, where did they get it from? Or I can't believe they played that. And we will continue the conversation with Mr. Bill Duke as DJ Deveaux. Gregsneed, you got anything in the house you want to say or ask the question before we go into this nice little mixture here?
Well, I don't know if we were going to talk about the movie or the Godfather of Soul in terms of the portrayal, but I think, you know, the interesting thing is that Hollywood has to sometimes dramatize things, and you want to have people that are in the creative spot to be able to steer and direct it. You know, I'll do the comparison to Get On Up to Ray. When they did Ray Charles, and, you know, there were people behind the scenes, you know, including his son, that were able to keep it real, keep it focused, and keep it positive, even though in someone's life there may have been some positive things, some negative things, keep it overall positive. And I think that's some of the part that was missing from the movie, that, you know, James Brown touched a lot of people, and, you know, his music was, even though he was a taskmaster, you gotta be that way to get to that level of perfection that, you know, Brother Duke was talking about. You just, you know, you want it perfect, you want it right, and that takes a lot of discipline. That takes a lot of dedication, and sometimes you know you got to get in somebody's got to get in somebody's behind. You know, you can't show up late. You can't be, you know, shucking and jiving. You know, so. Got to make it happen. So that's what he did, and you hear it in the music. You hear you hear that horn section, and the horn section was tight.
Incredible, incredible.
The musical, the bass lines, they were tight, and they would rehearse, I'm sure them brothers were like, we got to rehearse again, but the perfection came across.
That's why Bootsy quit. He said, man, I can't smoke no weed. And I can't be on time smoking weed. And James, come on, man.
Yeah.
I got to get...
find him,
I got to get high. And shit, James was, hey, we can't hear that. You can't hear that. You can't.
But the greatest have been like that. Michael was like that. Prince is like that. So... if you want that sound, you want that perfection, you've got to take it. And if you have a vision, everybody may not be on that vision with you. So they're either going to come willingly or with a spur.
Okay.
So in our business, it's like being in a film with Philip Seymour Hoffman, who unfortunately has passed, or Meryl Streep, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't bring it,
right,
you get buried.
That's right.
They don't have to say anything. They're just there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they bring everything to that moment. And as an actor, if you don't bring yours too, it's like hitting the wrong note.
If you're going to accept mediocrity, you're going to be mediocre.
You're going to come. That's what it is.
That's it.
Great words of advice to all our young listening audience out there, and even to the elder folks, because we still got to bring it. Sometimes because you think you're a veteran, you ain't got to bring it, but you got to still bring it. No matter where you at in your career, you still got to bring it.
Well, that's why they call him the world's greatest entertainer, Mr. Dynamite.
James, you see
amazing.
That highlight video we showed earlier, man. How many times he did a split 4 times in a row?
Yeah.
And then bounced up and then got on one leg and then they put the cape on him.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Hey, let's do a couple of guys that, JB and the Fred Wesley and those guys and little Maceo, and then we even going, for our young audience, our young whippersnapper Chris here, we even going to let you know where the original came from.
It's funny you mentioned Fred Wesley. I didn't hear his name in the whole movie, Fred Wesley.
Really?
It was like, what happened?
Really? Fred Wesley wasn't in it?
Mm-mm.
Did they do Lynn Collins?
No.
Really?
They didn't touch on Lynn Collins. Bobby Bird and Maceo, but I didn't hear Fred Wesley.
Okay, all right. I know Fred up there talking about that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we want Mr. Bill Duke to direct it, because he wouldn't have left out Fred.
That's right.
and his announcer, Danny Ray.
Yeah, see,
Danny Ray was with him for like 30 years. Danny would come out there and have the cape and
put the. That's exactly what we was trying to talk about.
The amazing Mr. Please himself.
All right, well, let's get back in and give Freddie some love, since they didn't give him any love.
Let's give him some love.
Let's give him some love. Y'all want to give him some love?
Give some love.
Let's count down and give Freddie some love, along with Maceo and the JB and the gang and the Flames.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
hit it!
Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? There's so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel all right. I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? Hey, down. Sure getting down. Look at him. Ha. We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you high. Yeah. Ow. All right. You wanna do it again? You wanna do it again, huh? Yeah, let's go on. We gotta take you high. Yeah. Hey, brother. Now I want everybody. Let's blow about 2 choruses. And then I want to wave you in. Let's go and do that with this now. All right. I'm gonna get that fella with the little horn over there. You got James horn on me. Fred, can you take us higher? Take us higher. Fred. 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 and sing. Look here. Someone got a groove like this. You know. So down, I need to get down. In order for me to get down, I got to get in deep. In order for me to get down, I got to get in deep. Need to get in deep. Dog the D, down D, funky D, stinking D, down D. You like these? I make him think about making a big M. Look here. Look at that. You over there? You better sing one verse for us.
Hey, Bobby,
What we gotta do?
why do you like soul food? Because it makes me happy.
Pass the peas like you used to say. Pass the peas like you used to say. Pass the peas like you used to say. Pass the peas like you used to say.
It's been a long time, I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many weak shows you slept through. Time's up, I'm sorry I kept you thinking of this. You keep repeating your miss the rhymes from the microphone solo with. So you sit by the radio, hand on the dial soon. As you hear it, pump up the volume. Dance with the speaker till you hear it blow. Then plug in a headphone, cause here it go. It's a four-letter word when it's heard to control your body to dance. So dot text a tempo like a red alert. Reach your reflex and let it work. When this is playing, you can't get stuck with the steps. So to say, and I'ma still come up. It's been a long time. Time's up. I'm sorry I can't. By the radio, hand on the dial soon. As you hear it, pump up the volume. So tempo like a red alert. So let it work. Follow the lead. But only I can do it. Clap your hands to it. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the line. When I finish the rhyme. Like this might tempt me. Grab the mic like I'm on so train, but I'll wait. Let the others go first, so the brothers don't miss.
Hey fellas, I'm talking to you too. Do you guys know who I'm talking to? Those of you who go out and stay out all night and have the next day. Expect us to be home when you get there. But let me tell you something, the sisters are not going for that no more. We realized two things, that you aren't doing anything for us, that we can better do for ourselves. So from now on, we're going to use what we got to get what we want. So you'd better think. There was a time when we had it bad. That's the thing I never will forget. Now baby, I got a life to live. talking to you. From now on, we're gonna use we got to get what we want. So you'd better. Making me break into a cold sweat whenever I'm present. It doesn't matter how long. If you wasn't down from now on, you'll be around to count on this feeling. Put you down with the program like I am. So just dance till you feel how I feel now. Sweet T's cold rocking the crowd. Turn up the music. I'm a fanatic. Make it heard from basement to attic. Keeping you hooked like an addiction. Sweet T is fact, not fiction. You hear me rhyming on the charts, you see me climbing to the top of the deck, and I'm feeling sweet teas in effect, and I got the feeling. I got the feeling. Now's the time, so check your time at. Hold tight while I take you to the climax of the music. Yeah, that'll work. Get on the dance floor, go berserk. T is here to let you know that you others got to go. I'm stepping hard, stepping strong, step out my way or get stepped on. I entertain, make it go insane. Stick with me when I'm on the mic and you feel no pain. I'll keep you up like a cup of Sanka. Get down like a sailboat anchor. I'm on a roll and I'm wheeling. I'm Sweet Tea and I got the feeling. I got the feeling. Stop and listen to the rhythm of Sweet Tea, then fall in love cause I'm hype. T's on the mic. When I do it right. Macy's on the cuts and she makes party people shake their butts and she gets busy. She ain't no joke. And with T on the mic, you know he dope. In demand.
Ready? Oh, wow. The feeling. Oh, that I got the feeling that Miss Lisa DeVoux is here.
Yes, of course.
Oh, she slipped in on there.
Of course.
I would do this for the world.
Duke is in the house tonight. I got to come see Mr. Duke.
Why certainly?
I've done some things. So I couldn't miss this.
The beauty of the show. Thank you very much. Hey, man. Hey, DeVoux. I was telling you about that Bobby Bird was the original.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see. I said this Bobby Bird wasn't no Eric B. It's Bobby Bird. Ain't that right? Man, there's so many people that sample. James, Greg, take it away, man. I don't even want
And you know what? If he had $1 million for every song that sampled James Brown, he might be up there with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know?
He might be up there with Bill Gates.
There's so much stuff that we don't even knew that they took.
That's right.
Because back in the early 80s, they were just taking the music.
I knew.
I knew too.
I knew. Watch out now.
There's a website that says who sampled who. Okay, and you can go there. Yeah.
Really?
And if you went to James Brown, who sampled it? Man, it would just go on for pages and pages and pages.
Yeah. There's another website called thebreaks.com. If you put James Brown, you see this litany of. It goes by song, by album, which artist took that.
Really?
Oh, it's huge.
I don't even go on that. I don't even know how I remember all the samples because you know what I was doing, cleaning my CDs off the albums. I'm surprised I remember some of this stuff.
The music, you don't forget the music.
You don't forget the music?
Nah.
Even when you was hot, you don't.
And he said that. He said that in the movie. You know, if you listen to music, you hear my music.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. You listen to other stuff, you hear my music up in there.
So you've heard Fred Wesley tonight. We've heard Maceo. We heard Bobby Bird, right? Lynn Collins. Then a lot of people don't know where Rob Bass.
Fred Wesley.
Right, Fred Wesley we named, and Eric B. and Rakim.
Well, if you look at the progression, you had Bootsy playing with James, right?
Right.
But then Bootsy produced Roger and Zapp's first album.
Right, from Cincinnati,
right. So you have that progression in the hip hop, right?
Bootsy and his brother.
But, now Bootsy, that's why he went to George, because James wouldn't let him smoke weed, but George would, George Clinton. So I just want that's a history.
Oh, he wouldn't let him smoke weed?
That's a little known history.
You had to be on point,
right?
Well, you got fined.
You got fined.
That Barry White used to find. I think he got that from Barry White. One of them got that from each other.
Georgia was a prerequisite.
Man, but hey, he left a legacy. And then we ended up with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea. I mean,
I got the feeling.
That was a hell of a mix there, though.
Yeah,
as we said again, we had the legendary Mr. Bill Duke.
Yes.
How you feeling tonight, Mr. Bill? How you feeling on this floor? I see you bobbing your head. You ain't one to be dancing.
Brings back a lot of memories, man. Brings back a lot of memories.
What kind, man?
I can't tell you all of them.
Give us that little,
we had some good times.
Yeah, right. Yes, sir.
You native New Yorkers, I'm sure you guys did. I was at Studio
Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Boogie Down.
Studio 54, right? Yes, or y'all weren't allowed in?
You know, I went to 54 a couple of times. It was okay. It was, it was pretentious.
Okay.
It was pretentious. You know, they party, but if you really wanted to party, you would go to a lot of other clubs like Paradise Garage or Melons or Nell's or,
was 54,
Brown's Kiss House.
Was 54 the Home of House?
The what?
Home of House music?
No.
The Garage or Paradise
Garage. The Garage was house music. I was up there for that. For some more house music up there with some.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to talk about
That's just what I read about.
Frankie Knuckles just died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we did a little tribute to him. Yeah,
nice,
that was a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got a caller on the line. Can we get a caller on the line?
Request line.
DJ. Yes, caller. How are you this evening on this funky Monday?
Hello?
Hello, caller. How are you?
Yes, hello.
Hello,
there we
go. And who are we speaking to?
Good evening, everyone. I am AJ.
Hey, AJ, how you doing?
I am well, and I'm excited to speak with you all. And Mr. Bill Duke, I love you.
Thank you. Love you, too.
Yes, I would have to say, my sisters are saying that they love you, too.
So I love them, too.
I would have to say, I feel that you are a God-sent blessing to the entertainment arena. So I'm really happy about what you've done and even what you're doing now. Congratulations, even with Dark Girl. I saw some of the footage. I think you were at the Merge Summit, if I'm correct.
Yes.
For Dr. Holly Carter. I attend time to time. So I just thought that was really a wonderful thing that you did. I'm very excited.
It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes. I'm also, I tried to look you up. I actually tried to take some acting classes under you, and I think you had maybe put that on hold because you had other projects. So I would like to add that. Are you still currently holding classes?
Well, my partner Carl Gilliard and myself are putting together a program right now where we may be doing a live class and also an online class at the same time. So in the next 3 months, check it out. We may be on YouTube doing some stuff.
Okay. I'm excited to hear that. I would definitely do that. So it's just a privilege and an honor, and I've met you one time face-to-face. I'm sure if I describe myself, you wouldn't remember me, but no problem. But I just think you're a blessing to the industry, and I'm really happy about what you're doing. Even reaching out, trying to eliminate AIDS globally, I think that's a wonderful move, too, because African-Americans, we have been affected by that, so I'm really happy about that move. I'm really big with nonprofit organizations and charities, and I just think that's really a smart move. So I congratulate you.
God bless you, and thank you so much. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in, AJ. Next time, take a selfie so he can remember you. We got another caller? We got two. All right, we're going to take one more caller because the phones are lighting up. Hey, caller, how you doing this evening? Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Hello? Welcome to the show.
Can you hear
me? Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, hi, this is Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're good. We're good.
Okay, I joined the show a little bit late, and it's a great show, but I want to know, did you play Payback yet?
Did we play Payback?
Mm-hmm.
We played a sequence from it, but it was close. But we playing a lot of James Brown.
Okay, yeah, I saw the movie this weekend. It was pretty good.
Okay. Well,
so, I'm like, my request was for Payback, but if you already played it, then that's all good.
Well, thank you for calling in and making a request. Did you have any questions for Mr. Duke, or you just loving We Love Rare Grooves tonight?
Loving all of you guys tonight.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for continuing to listen to us, and we will definitely make sure we get the songs that you like. Please keep hitting us on Facebook, our Twitter page. Are we tweeting? Yeah, we tweeting. We tweeting, okay. Tanya, thanks for calling. Keep the We Love Rare Grooves open every Monday night at 8:30.
All right, you guys, take care.
Okay,
Thank you.
Well, right now, Mr. Duke, you've had a lot of credits in over your career here,
Yeah, as a Midwest teacher, too.
Yeah, boy, I'm going to have to, I think I beat you with your cards, but I'm going to get them. You can't play. But, hey, you've done feature films. See, here you go. Want to school me again. Got sidetracked from some of the
proud of my students, though, I really am.
Some of the movies such as The Predator, American Gigolo, Car Wash, Action Jackson, Commando, Man, Starsky and Hutch, Charlie Angel, Fast Lane. I mean, more and more. And then you directed a lot, man. From people don't know, you did like Falcon Crest, the shows that we didn't think it was an African-American director on, Crest, Fame, Hill Street Blues, and you did a great PBS show that was The Killing Floors, which won a Sundance Special Jury Award back in '85. So many, many accolades. But one of my favorite personal was Rage in Harlem. And, I mean, you won that at the Cannes Film Festival. I really like that. And we're going to go into a couple of more that you directed and show some from. If you want to go ahead and give me, you did Hoodlum.
Yes, sir.
Which I love. You, My Religion. Oh, man. Sister Act. And then you did one that I just wanted to go in with the music sequel on that one, because this was one of the, is this original beat or did they sample this from James Brown?
I don't really know. I'm not sure.
Right,
that was Snoop and Dr.
Dre. Right, and that beat was one of the classic beats that of all time in my world.
Thank you.
And this is the movie you directed that with Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah,
Cornbread.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
Some good people.
That was a cool movie.
Thank you.
It was. I mean,
cool movie.
But we can go ahead and just turn it up a little bit, and then we're going to bring it back down, and we're going to get into the real.
Tonight's the night I get in some shit.
Yeah.
Deep cover on the incognito tip. Killing motherfuckers if I have to. Filling gaps too. Let your niggas know I'm coming at you. I guess that's part of the game. But I feel for the nigga who think he just gon' come and change things with the swiftness. So get it right with the quickness and let me handle my business. Yo, I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop until I get the nigga maxing at the top.
I hope you get his ass before he drop.
Kingpin kicking back while his workers slay his rocks. Coming up like a fat rat. Big money, big cars, big bodyguards on his back. So it's difficult to get him.
But I got the hooker with somebody who knows how to get in contact with him.
Hit him like this and like that. Let him know that I'm looking for a big fat dope sack. What is the spin? So let's rush it. If you wanna handle it tonight, we'll discuss it. On a nigga's time and a nigga's place. Take my strap just in case one of his boys recognize my face. Cause he's a shiesty motherfucker. But I gives a fuck, cause I'm going deep cover. Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car. Creep with me as I crawl through the hood. Maniac, lunatic, calling Snoop Eastwood. Kicking dust as I bust fuck peace. And the motherfucking fuck police. You already know I give a fuck about a cop. So why in the fuck would you think that it would stop? Plot, yeah, that's what we's about to do. Take your ass on a mission with the boys in blue. Dre, what up, Snoop? Yo, I got the feeling. Tonight's the night like Betty Wright, and I'm chilling, killing, feeling, no remorse, yeah. So let's go straight to the motherfucking source and see what we can find. Crooked ass cops that be getting niggas a gang of time, and now they wanna make a deal with me. Scoop me up and put me on their team and chill with me and make my pockets bigger. They wanna meet with me tonight at 7 o'clock.
So what's up, nigga?
What you wanna do?
What you wanna do?
I got the gauge, a Uzi, in my motherfucking 22. So if you wanna blast, nigga, we can buck 'em. If we stick 'em, then we stuck 'em. So fuck.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car. 6:05 was the time on the clock when me and my homie bailed in the parking lot. The scene looked strange and it felt like a setup.
Let not be, cause if it is, they get lit up.
Oh, here they come from the back and they lax. I'm checking for the gats, they strap. So what's up, Black?
Chill, let's hit a deal. If it ain't up to what you feel, then grab your steel.
Right, so what you motherfuckers gon' come at me with? Hope you ain't wantin' none of my grip, cause you can say that shit.
Guess what they told me?
We give you 20 G's if you snitch on your homie. We'll put you in a home and make your life plush. Oh yeah, but you gotta sell dope for us. Let me think about it. Turn my back and grab my gat, and guess what I told him before I shot it? If you don't quit, yeah. If you don't stop, yeah. I'm letting my gat pop, cause it's 187 on an undercover car. Cause it's 187 on an undercover
Faxing, printing, and mailing needs? My Mailbox at 3651 South La Brea at Rodeo. My Mailbox has been a part of the community since 1997. They are a family-owned and operated business specializing in postal services as well as many other business services. Stop by today to mail, fax, scan, or print your important documents. They offer live scan and notary services to all clients and a host of other services that can be found in most FedEx and UPS stores without the hassle of the long lines. Come see why their clients keep coming back to My Mailbox and call them home. They are located at 3651 South La Brea at Rodeo. Feel free to call them at 323-296-5396. That's 323-296-5396. Or check them out on the web, mymailboxla.com. That's mymailboxla.com. Stop by today.
Show me the good-looking child.
I don't like to be called black because I'm not black.
Skin color amongst the black community is a huge issue.
Our sisters are trying to lighten themselves.
I took my color after my father, and I used to hate him because of it.
I can remember being in the bathtub asking my mom to put bleach in the water so that my skin would be lighter.
This is not just a U.S. phenomenon.
One of the most popular products in the third world is skin whitening cream.
I don't really like dark-skinned women. They look funny beside me.
Some people, when they see a dark-skinned woman, they just like, there's nothing to her.
For so long, black women would try to emulate the beauty ideals of white women.
I went to Africa once. I saw me walking all over the place. Except, black. Real black. It made ink look light. It was black.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, will defend the Constitution of the United States.
There is a black woman who is dark-skinned in the White House. She's not cleaning. She's not cooking. She's the First Lady.
I feel really, really, really good that I've forgiven my parents.
You are not your hair. You are not your skin. You are the soul that lives within.
The darker the fruit gets,
the sweeter the juice.
My mother, she's bragging on me. She said, my daughter is beautiful. And then she adds, could you imagine if she had any lightness in her skin at all? She'd be gorgeous.
Yes, sir. Mr. Bill Duke, defying the odds, man. You've achieved some great success over the last 4 decades and still remaining relevant, especially with this project. But before we go into that, you did some other documentary that people weren't aware of, Black Diamonds, The Evolution of Blacks in Baseball, and Bad Country, and that was starring Matt Damon and William Defoe. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty interesting, man. And that's a great paradigm to have here in the 21st century.
Still going, you know. We just made a deal with Oprah Winfrey for it. I put a documentary division to my company, so made a 3-picture deal with her. We just shot Light Girls, and this young lady was part of it. And then we're going to do What is a Man and What is a Woman.
What is a man and what is a woman? I didn't get any information on.
What is a Man is dealing with the evolution of manhood from the cave to the present time, and our perception, the distinction between being born male and becoming a man. If you go online today on YouTube, you'll and look under 29, 21, 11 black man, you'll see a 29-year-old black man with 21 children from 11 different women. Doesn't take care of none of them.
Sound like my daddy. My daddy had an
We know a lot of relatives like that.
But
I know a lot of them like that.
Wow, that's...
We're not putting him down. We just want to know the distinction between having children and providing for them.
No, my dad was a cool cat. I mean, he...
Sound like a Rolling Stone?
But most of them are kind of like friends. I mean, I kind of kept them together. I know, I have. Yeah, I've kept them together. It's pretty interesting, but we'll talk about that offline. But I went home last month. I had my mom, my sister's mom, and my other sister's mom, and they like all one family. My dad's no longer living. Maybe that's why they hanging out, huh?
But then you brought somebody. Didn't you bring somebody back with you?
Yeah, I brought some nieces and nephews, but that was on the wife's side. So that was on my wife's side.
Okay. Can I have one more thing? That the Dark Girls book from HarperCollins comes out November the 4th. It's my mother's birthday also, so please, November 4th, check it out, Dark Girls book.
So Light Girls, when is that due to come out? And
I gave her my first cut this past week. They gave me notes, and I would say I could turn my next cut in 5 weeks, and it come out at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I don't know.
And so you went around the country. Did you
around the world actually?
Around the world.
Went to China. We were in Japan, South Africa, and Trinidad, different places.
And so, do you see what do you think the biggest distinction was based on the Dark Girls interviews and the light skin interviews? I mean, what do you think how do you think we can bridge the gap based on all the people that you interviewed?
I think realizing that pain is pain. Pain doesn't have a color. Pain is pain. The assumption that light-skinned women with a certain kind of complexion and hair don't have any issues or pain in their lives is just absurd. And what we reveal is the kind of pain that they face and how they're objectified. We actually have somebody on film saying these words, "I want one of those."
What meaning what?
When they pointed to this light-skinned woman, and they said, "I want one of those," like they're talking about a trophy or, or a piece of
automobile or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a person. It's a thing.
Chattel property.
It's a thing, and it gives them a certain status when they have one of those, and when they get tired of that, they get another one of those.
They never heard of the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I
think they heard about that in the dark skin one.
I heard about that before dark skin. So my grandmama said, "Boy, you better get that dark, that juice." The juice.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this is received because everyone has their idea or their notion about what it's like to be a. They have dark-skinned friends, they have light-skinned friends, and how men value women of a certain complexion. Mm-hmm. And when I was called in to be interviewed for it, I didn't think that, I could possibly fit in either one, light-skinned or dark-skinned, because, I'm not. So it was kind of...
Girl, you light-skinned.
No.
You light-skinned.
I'm not light-skinned.
You light-skinned.
But...
Don't hit him.
I'm not going to hit him just yet. I'm going to wait until
we off the air.
You watch that program called Snap? You watch Snap?
No, what is it?
You ain't seen the Snap, the TV program?
No, how do you do it? What is it?
Oh, it's where a lot of women kill men.
Oh, you snap.
Snap.
Oh.
Did you see that program?
I snap on the regular.
All right.
They have marathons.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
All righty.
Cliff, you got a snap coming on.
I watch them for signs,
We got one last caller. They got one question that I thought was relevant. You want me to ask you, or you want the caller? What you gonna do? But they wanted to know: are you gonna do car wash too?
Am I gonna do car wash?
That's what they want to know. If you gonna do car wash?
That's a Michael Schultz question. He's still alive and still directing. He's a great director and producer and writer. So that's a good question. Be interesting.
Right, but you could do it too, couldn't you? Think how you evolved. You were acting then, and now you'll do the directing and producing for Car Wash. The evolution of Car Wash.
All I need is money.
All right, well, we can work that out. As long as I get a starring role.
Hey, do what you got to do.
All right, I'm going to have to get some albums together and scrape some seeds off.
And get it in. Get it in. Okay.
Do what you got to do.
What could they do with that story, though? What could they do? Our car wash is like that still.
Well, it might be a different version of people at the car wash washing it now here in L.A., but
a very different version of
Undo trois quatre. Cinco de Mayo Day at the car wash.
That's what I'm saying. Where would Bill fit in? Where is Bill going to fit in?
Hey, we got one more song, then we're going to come back and close it out with the legendary Mr. Bill Duke. I have no control on what these guys are getting ready to play, but let's get funky with the end of the show. Song of the day, Funkified Mondays, Lisa. Isn't it what you wanted?
Yeah, this is what I wanted.
All righty now.
We got today.
Give the people what they want, and they want it all the time. Go on. Younger brother. Boy, that boy is funky right there. That boy good. I said, that boy good. Sexual chocolate.
And a deep
DJ
two.
Deveaux.
And a deep two.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Hey, man. Mr. Bill Duke. Man, you know what? People don't realize all the humanitarian and activism that you have devoted to time to charity and nonprofit organizations. I mean, you're on the board of educating young minds. What's that? An after school program created to help the inner city youth excel in life. And United Nations of AIDS, UN AIDS mission to eliminate AIDS and globally, and recently established the Duke Media Foundation, which teaches media and financial literacy to young people. Man, you find time to give back, man. You want to elaborate on that at all?
I just think that we're responsible for the future in terms of our children, and we have to take that very seriously, as other cultures and ethnicities do, and not wait for anybody to come and save us.
Got to give back, man, and that's one of the reasons we take tonight to give you the annual We Love Rare Grooves.
There we go.
With the microphone that we just took off of here, and we posted it right, put the plaque right there on it for you. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. We take it right there. Then they have to buy a new one. Next week.
Thank you very much.
And it's got an on-off switch too.
You got an right. See.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so
much.
much.
So all the awards that you've received over the years, hopefully this will stack up with all the great awards that you've won over the years, and please continue to help service in the community, the industry, and keeping the positiveness in the community. We appreciate having you on.
God bless you, my friend. I appreciate it.
God bless having you on.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm still going to whoop you up in cars, though.
He's going to teach me. I'm going to whoop you, too.
I'm proud of my bid with student.
Right, you know what?
Very proud of that. I teach.
So,
what's that city in Massachusetts?
I got my own cars with my face on it.
Right, he does have cars with his own face. He does have cars with his own face on it. But
you can play it off.
What's that city in Massachusetts?
Yeah, he got. Huh?
What's the city in Massachusetts?
Boston, choo-choo. Choo-choo, Boston. That's right. No train ride.
But in closing, anything you want to have is make sure our listening audience is looking out for Duke Media and the things that you're doing. I know we talked about it, but just one more time, reiterate it, how they can get in touch with Duke Media for any type of information, learning. Like our caller earlier, she wants acting. You told her to look on YouTube. Okay.
No, you didn't tell her that, did you?
No. I mean, I'm just saying that, if you want to reach me or anything we're doing, it's 323-850-9390, 323-850-9390. And for our nonprofit and profit, we are trying to help as many kids as possible. We need everybody's help. So anything you can do to help, let us know.
Man, that's great. So as we do on We Love Rare Grooves, man, we want to thank you. We want to thank most of all our listening audience that keeps supporting us on www.rmconair.com. Y'all know I was going to slip up, didn't you?
You was close.
Another great show. Man, I don't know what we're going to do next week, man. We always got to come up again and again, man. But we've had great audience today, Mr. Duke.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Honor
DJ
and
Devoux.
Honor my and brother, privilege.
Y'all did y'all thing, man. Greg, history lesson number 1, 2, and 3 you gave us.
Mr. Dynamite.
Mr. Devoux came on, told us we didn't even know you was in that project. That's why you
Keep it on the DL. I can let you know.
How you gonna keep it on the DL? You
huh?
got your listening audience following you.
Doing
there.
things.
Hey, I
doing
let them
things.
know in
That's
the appropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
And we getting ready to close it out there, man. Give me something funkified. I mean, it was just, how funky can you be, Mr. Duke here tonight? Did we get funky with him? Come on. Come on. Did we get funky with him? Come on. We will see you every Monday night on the same channel, the same bat dial on We Love Rare Grooves.
Revenge. I'm mad. Got to get back. I need some get back. Payback. Payback. That is. Payback. Revenge. I'm mad. To get down with my girlfriend. That ain't right. Whoa! Honking. Hollering cuss. You wanna fight? Payback is a thing you got to see. Hell, never do any damn thing to me. Sold me out for chicken change. Told me they had it all arranged. They had me down, and that's the bank. But now you're punk. You gotta get ready for the big payback, payback, payback.